Hello, my angels. Today I'm going to talk about something I never imagined I'd have to say. I've said it before, but it's something I need to talk about. I retired with no savings, and I didn't have a large 401k. I didn't have a 401k at all. I didn't have any financial cushion saved up, no investments. And if you've ever worried about what retirement looks like when you don't have any type of savings or investment plans or 401ks or anything like that, you're not alone in this process. Today I'm going to share what retiring with no savings, no 401k, I'm going to share with you what it's like for me living this way. What it's like when you haven't figured everything out. You went out on a limb, you retired, and now you're living without a cushion. But the one thing I can tell you about my life is even without savings, my life is happy. It has meaning. I enjoy it. Even though retirement didn't go the way I planned or the way I wanted it to or the way I thought it should, I'm still in a peaceful, happy life. So I just want to share with you how I get through my life without any savings. There was a time when I believed that retirement was something that you start saving early. And that happens when you have your life together. I've never had my life together. I've always been, I never struggled through life. It's just, it felt so good and easy at the time that I was doing it that I didn't think about the future the way I should have. Maybe had I struggled, I would have thought more about the future, but I didn't. I always had a home. I was always able to pay my bills. I always had a car. I was always able to take care of my children because I was raising my kids as a single parent. So as long as I was able to feed them, clothe them, get them off to school, give them whatever it is they wanted to do, I was fine with that. And I didn't think about we're poor or I need to be saving money. I never thought about things like that. I just look at it as life was happening and I was doing the best I could at that time. And I didn't really become aware of retirement until my kids were adults and I had to look out for my future. I never thought about taking care of myself or anything throughout the time I was raising my kids. It was like they came first as far as whatever it was they needed. I didn't think about what I would need in the future. And before I knew it, retirement was upon me. Or I was getting older and things were happening to me physically that was making it difficult to work. I didn't have the savings that I thought I would. The 401ks had been used for down payments for my other homes or whatever, but it was never a savings that I could depend on for retirement. That was my fault. And at first, of course, I felt embarrassed that I hadn't prepared for my future. I compared myself to so many people who had their stuff together and I wasn't one of them. How did they do it and I couldn't? I felt like I failed myself. And I do remember telling myself, I know how to take care of others. I don't know how to take care of myself. But over time, things changed and I had to stop feeling sorry for myself. I had to stop saying, oh, woe is me. What did I do? Why did I do that? I realized I wasn't the only person who retired with no money. Millions of people enter retirement with no financial backing behind them. I just happen to be another one. The difference is a lot of people don't talk about it. They don't talk about not having money to repair things or to get things done that need to be done. When I worked, I lived paycheck to paycheck. And now in retirement, I'm doing the same thing. The only difference is I budget now. And what I told my son the other day, I have more money now than I did when I was working. And that's because when you retire, the first thing you should do is get a budget. Start knowing how much money you have coming in every month. Downsize, do whatever you have to do to make your expenses fit into that new income that you have. And that's what I did. I really did. I downsized and I got everything, together where now at least I have a little money every month. So when I do have expenses that come up, getting things repaired, replacing things, I'm able to do it. So today I'm living without savings. I'm living without a 401k. I have an emergency savings, I'll put it like that. But living without having that big $1 million or thousands of dollars in savings, it just gives every dollar that you spend a purpose. Every dollar that you have has a purpose. You're no longer just spending aimlessly. I'm not careless with my money anymore like I used to be. I would buy things that I had no need for just because it was the latest trend. And the thing that's helped me the most is before I buy anything that's not necessary, I ask myself, do you really need this? That question can save you thousands of dollars a year. If every time you go and make a purchase, you ask yourself, do I really need this? Do I want it? And there's a difference between a need and a want. When you need something, that's different from wanting it. You need water, you need electricity, you need gas, you need housing, clothing, food. Those are needs. When you want something, it's a beautiful shirt, a nice pair of shoes, a purse. Those are wants. You don't need those things. And I have found that some of my days that I have don't cost me a penny. Just take a walk through the park, a walk through the neighborhood. That didn't cost me anything. It actually gives me something, and that's exercise. When I cook at home, that makes me feel good. Talking to my children is one of the best things that I can do. Visiting my local festival, which I've done, was something that I enjoyed. Those moments right there let me know that finding joy in retirement with no savings doesn't have to have a big price tag. The one thing that I have learned from retirement is that I wasted a lot of my youth purchasing things that I didn't need, trying to have what everybody else had. But now in retirement, I only have what I need. I used to go out to dinner once or twice a week. Fast food, impulse shopping. Being resourceful has been one of my biggest gifts in retirement. I am so resourceful and I love it. People ask me, do you ever feel deprived? And honestly, I can say, not anymore. Because I keep to myself and I'm able to do the things that I want to do rather than dragging along with somebody else because that's what they want to do, even though I was just a willing participant. I didn't really want to do those things sometimes, but I went along just to be in the loop of everyone, you know? And once I retired, my whole lifestyle changed. And that lifestyle has given me peace because I no longer worry about what other people think of me. Nobody else is paying my bills, so why should I worry what they think? And I'm happy. So again, why should I worry about what they think? Me retiring with no savings, it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me. It hasn't made my life miserable. I got myself on a budget, and that's really the only thing that's really helped me is the fact that now I budget. When I was younger, I didn't budget. I didn't plan. I was just moseying through life. A lot of times I feel like people are running around here like chickens with their heads cut off because they don't have contentment. They don't have that peace. And maybe they're just trying to get everything they can into their life that they felt like they missed out on or whatever that is, you know. But I have just really learned how to be grateful for what I have instead of constantly moping about what I don't have. Because I think I have everything that anybody else has. And it's all how you look at it. As they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So is luxury. Luxury is in the eye of the beholder. If I look at my home and my lifestyle and I say I have a glamorous life and somebody else looks at it, they'll probably laugh, which I'm sure they would. But all I want to say is that your financial situation does not determine your worth. You are not a failure. You are not behind. You are simply living your own story. And your story still has purpose. Every morning I wake up, I'm excited about waking up. And it gives me another chance to hear the birds outside. It gives me another chance to learn something new. It gives me another chance to laugh, enjoy my day, create some more memories. It also gives me another chance to encourage someone else who's going through the same lifestyle as me, being retired with no savings. And that's why I make these videos a lot of times. Because when you don't see or hear someone in the same situation or the same position as you, it makes you feel like you failed in life, and you haven't. You haven't failed. As long as you're happy and content in your life, you have never failed. If you're living on a fixed income, or you're starting over from an incident or a circumstance, or you're simply trying to make retirement work for you without having the savings that you thought you should have, just know that there are others out there doing the same thing, and you just have to continue to enjoy your life, be positive, Be proud of yourself that you're still here surviving and making that journey. That's it. You're making a new journey. This retirement thing is a journey. We're all traveling, and some of us have had the same obstacles in our way, and we're trying to get through them. We're figuring it out together. That's what we're doing. We're figuring it out together. So if you made it through this video and you think this video is something that resonates with you and you understand exactly what I'm talking about, let me know how you're surviving being retired with no savings. That's what it's all about, retirement with no savings. And make sure you like this video, hype it up if you think it's worth it, and subscribe to this channel if you think these type of videos are something that you might enjoy. I hope this video has encouraged you to let you know that your life is perfect just the way it is.